Yes, they do have that. And how they want to put the lanes together, who's going to be sent mid on Alliance's half.
I think this is really smart. So just like
Put the
Panda was
morph
saying,
mid,
put
yeah.
the morph mid, because eating the pressure from the Lina plus the Ogre can be a bit too much. We actually got to see the Lina Ogre a lot at the
yeah,
at the
some
minor.
of the Tigers were doing it.
And they lost. They lost to that gyrocopter super hard both of the games that they did run it. I thought that the lane was going to do really well both of the times, so I'm looking forward to see if Forward can actually run that lane in the way that I thought it was going to do and just get those like setup stuns always. I think both the games that we saw when Tigers ran it, the Lina wasn't able to get the light strikes arrays too confidently. And I gotta check something. I actually wanted to see. I'm looking at heroes because has Storm's been losing a lot of games here, right? It's lost the majority.
It can't be crazy. Yeah,
I gotta take a look at the.
It feels like we've seen we've seen a few underwhelming Storm games. That is for sure. Over the couple of days that we have had so far here at the major.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the actual numbers on it for the overall tournament. Let's take a look.
The battle begins.
Overall, though, I think the scary thing is, of course, like they said, Alliance only has the Axe really as the disable for the team fight. In the mid game, it is pretty decent at defending the egg, and I think it's going to be a lot out for Alliance how well he's going to be able to do. All right, they have this lane switching right now. So forward, they're sending the Monkey King versus a Morphling. So it's an okay matchup. I actually saw like CC&C kill the Morphling in this matchup earlier as Monkey King. But I think a specialist Morphling should win this matchup. You just have better animation, higher damage, and crazy armor, so you can trade the right clicks a lot.
Interested to see how well Resolution can do up against Mickey. Mickey's been having a good couple of games today. See how he handles himself in the middle lane, as opposed to the usual side lanes we've seen him.
Yeah,
for the most part.
So yeah, they only have the one disable on the side of Alliance, right, with that Axe. But the one scary thing for me for Forward is their egg hitting isn't the most absolute greatest. It's like the Lina support is the Lina's the one who wants to usually kill the egg, and he's a support, so it's going to be a little bit tougher. Sure, once they get BKBs, it can be a bit easier, and they at least have like Bloodlust, but can definitely be a bit of a factor that could come into play here. Max actually has the pull available up top. That's kind of surprising that they didn't try to block it on the side of Forward. So free pull is going to be happening for Alliance up there.
See if they can manage to maybe do something about that for future pulls.
Yeah, it's a side lane Storm too. I mean, we've seen this a couple times. It doesn't always have the best success. Can get pressured quite a lot here, but he doesn't have Undying kind of helping him out in the lane for now.
SVG's certainly got to do a lot of help though. This lane is it's not fun one to lane against.
No,
and Pugna and Phoenix.
Undying will run out of mana too, like pretty soon. He's actually already out of mana. He's gonna have to try to suicide, but they're gonna have those TPs available, I'm sure, to be able to prepare if he does try to do so. And I think Ioannis is gonna be under a ton of pressure now here.
It's not an easy lane.
No, definitely not. Top lane though, kind of similar, right? The Weaver. He's going to be pressured a bit here, especially because they have that sentry in the lane. A really important thing to do when you are playing versus these Weavers is to have that. And there we see the suicide, of course. But Vipa still had the touch on him. So
wait, what?
He gets the first blood gold. He doesn't get the experience, but
I don't understand that too sometimes. So why did he get the first blood gold?
He must have hit him like within a serious
within
period
a
of time.
timer?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, well. I mean, Quoth happy with that
I mean, that's a full null talisman.
I mean,
and the recipe for the second one, which will already, when we said, you know, Ioannis going to have a tough time, it's going to get increasingly more difficult. But now SVG is at least back in the lane, has the mana, and Insania is actually dropping incredibly low down bottom. He gets hit by the decay. If he gets vision for the soul rip, he could just die here. Insania's going to have to dive away.
There we go.
He's just dead. He didn't dive.
I don't think he expected the damage to be enough, but you're right. You know, if you consider the fact that Undying was level 2, you knew that was going to be coming in.
Whoa, Taiga gets like 3 spins up top on Universe. One more hit.
He's got him.
They trade though. MSS gets the kill before Universe does die, so.
All right, it's kicking off in this game on the side lanes.
Alrighty. How's mid? Mid's
mid?
Dead even.
Yeah.
Alright. But yeah, I do think Ioannis is going to be under a lot of pressure here, since, I mean, quite forgot that boost to gold. That's very problematic. SVG, he does have the pull open too, so we see both of those safe lanes do have their pulls available. But yeah, gonna see how this Storm is gonna catch up. Storm also in this game, you know, they're mentioning how there's not really that many disables, but playing a Storm versus Pugna can be pretty obnoxious.
True, yeah, it's also, yeah, you sort of look at the fact that the Storm is going to be able to freely move about, but then you've also got to consider the fact that who is the Storm sort of getting on top of and killing.
Yeah.
As a lot of escape.
Mickey?
It's fine.
Pops the early fairy fire just in case.
So yeah, I was a little spooked by resolution going from them. But I think
He's
now...
gonna get the Jingu.
Yeah, it's going to be the Rezo who's going to be sort of constantly at full health in this mid lane. I think Mickey should be able to play it safe enough so he doesn't feed in
nice.
the 1v1.
Yeah, he just secured the range troop as well with an adaptive, but he actually goes to base. He doesn't know that the regen's top.
Oh,
he didn't check.
They don't have any vision or anything
No,
around
they
the
don't
room
see
spots.
it. Oh, poor Mickey. So Rezo will pull ahead in that mid lane.
Oh, for sure, yeah. He's going to get good timing on the Aquila and phase boots, and at that point, yeah, Mickey has to be very careful.
I actually like that he went for this like raindrop as well on the Monkey King. So it's like you eat the adaptive strike, so you can actually keep your sustain.
Top lane. Assess with follow-up light strike. Tiger gets the call off. At the same time, Quote for kills off Ioannis. They're able to dive in and get the kill upon him. Top lane Universe. He's going to be kept safe. Two-man light strike array from MSS. Holds them back.
MSS is actually taking a lot of the last hits up top too, because Universe is doing trouble in the stun.
It's on.
A little aggressive here.
He did just a little bit. He does get another call off onto Universe, as Tiger will be allowed to walk away. Same time, Quoifer killing off SVG as well.
Definitely, I mean, this Pugna is going to be a bit of a problem here.
And MSS.
Does he have the stick charges for the mana? He does not have enough.
Tiger should be fine with the Tango regeneration.
Yeah, so I think Ioannis, they might just leave him now.
Oh, trying for the body blocks here. Trying to allow Tiger to get in range for the Battle Hunger. Very nice. Yeah, I'm going to chase for more. I believe even with the stick charge, it's not
SVG?
quite enough.
Can he get him? Oh, he's
Oh,
might be able to.
the Oh, no, he's not enough damage,
no,
and now he's probably dead. And quite for...
And bottom.
He just killed Ioannis again. He's got like 3 kills in a row down bottom. SVG is going to die.
They
Will
give
not
it
be
to
able to
Mickey.
deny himself to a neutral as indeed Mickey gets the turn. But this bottom lane, Quite killed SVG once. He killed Ioannis twice. Crushing the bottom lane. I mean, we did worry that the Pugna Phoenix lane was going to be very strong. And it's certainly proven to be. They're getting kill after kill.
Rezo, with this Boundless Strike, actually secures that DD. I mean, 3 points in it early on. I like that he has this, 3-1-2 build too. So if he does see an opportunity where someone goes for like an overextension, he can actually, if he has his TP in his inventory, he can TP and help those at the side lanes pretty easily. Insane, yeah. Looks like he wants to smoke up and do something. Maybe try to punish this Monkey King mid. Probably wait for that DD to go down before they can actually make that move, but he's making the move right away. It's going to be a little risky versus a DD level 7, so I think they have to wait at least a few more moments. Getting that vision down, though, so we can find where the storm is, since they know Ioannis is going to be jungling here. Senior gets spotted while warding. Right, now maybe now they can maybe set up for that mid. Mickey's extremely low, though. Does he have regen?
He knows there's no Boundless.
He's got regen coming out on Courier, too, so he's got his bottle. Let's see if Insane can actually go for this play. Yeah, Koikfa, free lane bottom. He should. I think he's just going to be able to pressure that tower quite easily.
He certainly is with the amount that he's got from those early kills on the bottom lane.
Rezo.
It's he can't really set up for this on his own. He, at the least, can just sort of keep himself hidden from potential rotations and ganks. As may not be able to kill them all, but could certainly look to try and kill the supports rotating in to attempt to gamp the Monkey King of Resolutions in position to punish.
SVG has to be careful. He can't step up too far bottom. He's just going to get decrep life drain soon. But Koikfa, he's forcing the issue. He wants this tower so they can invade easier onto the Storm Spirit. Yeah, Ioannis completely relegated to the jungle.
Koikfa's played this lane perfectly.
Yeah.
Easy farm, easy objectives. Just the 8-minute mark, and that tier 1 tower nearly gone. So Pugna going exactly to plan in terms of the pressure he needs to be putting on top lane. The bugs, she's gonna miss. He was able to just walk himself to the side, and no bugs will connect. Universe is more than fine with the backup of MSS.
They're still doing pretty. I mean, that top lane is still doing okay. They're not shutting down the Weaver though. Weaver still has 29 last hits. Ogre has 27 though, but they've been putting that sentry constantly inside that lane to make sure they can stun him during that Chikuchi.
Oh, there's that. Invis, how much HP is Mickey sitting on? Yeah, can't really do it. At the least, you can try and get the Jingu up. Doesn't want to commit the Boundless by the looks of it though. We'll just happily sit with the knowledge that Mickey's backing out a lane.
He's definitely pulling ahead though, but in the gold, he's actually below the Morphling because of that kill that he got on the dying. Taiga. Aggressive. With the dive now too.
They really want to go in for Universe, but Universe, he'll go straight for the TP out and he'll make it. Nothing to cancel that one. MSS as well.
Nuts. Oh, Taiga, no, he didn't get in range.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Well, he gets tipped for it.
I mean, I would tip that. I would.
KotLGuy. Smoke's under a ward here, actually. Probably wants to try to make a move onto Rezo. Rezo should be expecting this.
Let's see if Rezo gets caught out. We've played it pretty smart to the earlier rotations coming in. But yeah, there's a lot looking towards him now. A Phoenix and a Pugna. Ready to punish the Monkey King. Can't get the jump up.
Stun instantly.
Trying his best to buy time, but the damage over time, and he can't jump back up again. There's 4 heroes coming in to look for him. Battle Hunger down onto him. It will be enough to bring him over the edge. So they send 4 heroes mid. Understandably so, Alliance. Merit Resolution was going to be it could be a big issue this game. He was getting the most farm on the map on the side of Forward Gaming.
And they're doing their priorities, right?
Yeah.
They're just like Storm Spirit, he's kind of jungling. Bottom lane was an undying farming, so they don't want to contest an undying. They want to go for those big kills on the hero that's doing the best in the game so far. As they continue this pressure on top, SS. Gotta be careful here. So deep wards coming out from Alliance. They're going to keep this aggressive posture. See, KotLGuy is going to continue to now go versus Zyori.
It's going to be one of those slow games for you, though. He's going to have to pick up the pace, whilst hopefully for him the team elsewhere makes space as he's sitting very low down on net worth. Alliance just as a whole, their 3 cores looking very good. Nikke and KotLGuy sitting comfortably at the top.
Yeah, Boxy's a little bit kind of a trade though. I think they're making it so he's playing more of like a 3.5, and their Axe is also playing a 3.5. You see Taiga, he's playing extremely greedy on the Axe, which I really like actually. Like Pano was saying, like we were talking about, he's their control. He's their team fight actual lockdown besides that Phoenix. I mean, so he needs that blink as early as possible.
I'll be interested to see what Boxy does build. Like I would kind of like it for him to just get the Aghanims for the team this game. But I do wonder if he does try and build the right click, sort of, you know, it's still the sort of carry build being that position 3 rather than just getting the Ags.
I think just getting some stats early on is good. Like this treads into Wraith Band, and just being able to tank up a little bit will be nice so he doesn't just get like Lagooned from a support. But I think the priority is really get Axe, Blink Dagger, and then Weaver can try to farm and dictate what items he really wants to go for. Mid, they try to cut Rezo's tree with dive, but so quick to react. But mid tower, KotLGuy makes the move. He wants to take out all these tier 1s so they can keep playing aggressive and so that they can boost Taiga to get that Blink Dagger, because then they have a true playmaker on the map. Right now, the playmaking on Alliance is a little tough.
He's TP'd in. They want to try and put them off the push. They'll look towards KotLGuy. Light Strike Array from MSS will not connect. See Mikke take down the Tombstone, and he's got one of his own out as well, creating the space that Alliance need to finish off the tier 1 tower.
They're trying to kill it themselves. He's going to soul rip it. That's cute.
3k lead at the moment for Alliance. Taken 2 tier 1 towers already. And making the moves with KotLGuy.
And it's Taiga to continue. Like they don't, like we said, they're playmaking on Alliance. It's a little weird because you don't see like these natural roamers or natural heroes that can set up these ganks. They've had the Phoenix kind of doing that pseudo, but now, yeah, prioritizing this Axe's farm. He's gonna have Blink at a very good timing for a support Axe.
Really this is some smooth timing from Taiga.
It's a smart adaptation in the game. They're just like, yeah, this is what we need. Weaver, you're gonna have to be a little sacrifice for the time being. As 5 heroes collapsing toward top 4. They want to be getting a tower of their own. It's down to 400 HP. Will Boxy get caught out by here?
That was hot.
Pause. Mikke is farming incredibly well, though. We were saying how Rezo was doing great in that mid lane, but Morphling, see what Morphling does. Gets that Morbid Mask. He got that 1 kill, of course, on the Undying Tune. Just goes to jungle. Can farm at a much faster pace as the Monkey King. I look at Rezo's items this game that he's queued up, and
what's he got?
I think it's a bit slow for the way that the Storm Spirits game has started.
Battle Fury.
He had Echo Saber queued, and I think I like that a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, Echo Saber feels appealing sort of against the Egg, and obviously for the obvious reasons of getting the Jingo up nice and easily against the Axe, but Battle Fury.
And especially because like their Storm Spirit, he's not going to be the playmaker for this team. He's completely shut down.
No,
so
it's going to take you a while to be online.
Yeah. I'm not sure
he
if
might
I like
change
the
it
Battle
back.
Fury. He might change
it back.
But it's not like this straight up thing that you usually see where like Battlefield you're versus like Illusions or something like that. It's
No, and I mean, even in the games where we do see the Battle Fury, most pros do like to get still like the Echo Saber first and then have it as sort of the second arm. So they have that playmaking item already. Is Boxy. Does have time lapse and can try and get himself out of there, but the Fire Blast does still come through from Universe. Boxy and he's supposed to juke this one as Resolution's hunting, but with a Shikuchi and a TP, he is out of there. The Boundless Strike wasn't quite back online, so Rezo could not go for the stun.
that space created. They're pushing down bottom with the Pugna. Axe is still farming in the jungle during that too, and it stalls them. That was like a good 30 seconds plus wasted for them to get this tower. Alliance making very good moves on the map as now they're trying to set up for bottom, but SVG's TPing into 3 heroes.
Oh,
but KotLGuy TP'd out.
He pieced out of that.
What the?
He said, "Good luck, boys."
All right, well they're gonna get. Are they gonna get him?
They're not going to get SVG, are they? Okay, SVG does die. And Mickey, he's in trouble. I mean, quite for leaving him alone. That's going to leave Mickey to die. The Egg's going to get popped as well.
Why did KotLGuy bail on them?
He wanted out. And he got out, but it cost them 2 lives of his teammates.
Extremely like if he was there, they kill that and dying way faster. Maybe he was. I don't know. It might have been had to have been miscommunication or something. He just completely pieced.
Did he still had mana, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He wasn't out of mana.
He was not out of mana.
Interesting.
Mistake there. Gives forward some space on the map to breathe. Zyori continues to try to farm up and catch back up in this game.
And we're good to see the replay again, see exactly how it went down. Yeah, he was out of mana. He was out of mana.
All right. Okay.
He was out of mana.
I thought he had a little bit. Okay.
I mean, he did literally have a little bit, but a very little bit.
Okay. So then miscommunication from the other two.
Sure.
They should be.
Yeah, Mickey should be. He should be out of there rather than waveforming in.
That was scary. I was just like, what the heck?
Get out. I mean, they're still holding on to the lead, of course. Alliance 3k advantage.
Yep.
Take some more towers that'll be even further ahead if they can keep this pressure going. Because I mean, as the time goes on, Ioannis is recovering. Now just behind Rezo up top. They get themselves a big one. They find KotLGuy, the man who was leading the charge of the game, and that is it. They're closing the gap. The Lions have to be careful. Forward Gaming. They are recovering with the storm, and Rezo, of course, getting active now.
Yeah, they've gotten 3 huge kills in the last few moments. Now it's Taiga with that Blink Dagger, so see what he can set up for here.
And Rezo, I mean, he has committed for the Battle Fury, so
yes,
we were saying so. It's going to be some Battle Fury on King action. I mean, don't get us wrong, it's a fantastic item. It's just an interesting way to see him approach the game. Ioannis.
He's battle hungered. He's dead.
Oh, he is. Should have gone strength treads. I don't know if that would have saved him.
Probably dead.
He probably was dead anyway.
They committed the egg there just for that extra damage. It looked like I thought he actually had the dunk too. It looked like he was below kill threshold, but
maybe holding on to it just a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Tiger.
Now we see Boxy. He's starting to get some farm up.
Oh, Rezo sees Boxy low on mana, but Boxy does have the 1 charges. So he's got enough mana to pop a Shikuchi out. And yeah, Rezo's Battle Fury is about 600 gold away.
He's going to have it a pretty fast time.
I mean, he's going to have it a good fast time, and he's having it in a game where he is already at the top of the net worth, so he's going to be able to sort of create that distance.
Yeah,
like,
getting
you
himself...
can imagine Rezo to get very farmed this game.
Yeah, getting himself that goal.
Oh, here we go.
They might be able to get this with
Where's
Universe.
the Fire Blast? Oh! Oh no. Boxy's going to easily get his way out of that one. A bit of a whiff play there from Forward Gaming as they failed to trap the Weaver. As bottom lane, KotLGuy. They keep on pushing in. And this tier 2 tower is as good as gone. A fortification will come out to protect it from 1 blast. But no real intentions from Forward to head forward on this one. So KotLGuy just continuing to eat up the map. Get a lot of gold picked up, and Mickey.
Doesn't connect with the stun, but Taiga's there.
Yeah, it's got the wraparound, it's got the lockdown with the call, and they get the kill onto MSS. Courier as well gets dunked down by the Axe before he came in for that play. That's a Courier gone.
So already now it just jumps up to 6k lead.
Yeah,
just I mean, some small plays coming out when Forward they try to set up for this Weaver and miss those kills. It's very costly. And Boxy still has not decided what item he's going for.
Okay.
He still has not put anything in this quick buy. He hasn't like anything.
I mean, I feel like is there the temptation to just get the Ags on the Weaver? Or you don't think so if you're Boxy this game?
He's queued up the defusal.
Okay.
I think he wants to be a bit scaling just because they have they have Morphling who's fantastic, but if he gets this quick defusal, then he can also set up for these kills by himself. And it's it's a support Lina. If he finds a support Lina with a defusal, it's a super squishy hero. And MSS, although he was getting some like good last hits in the top lane, his net worth is not really reflecting that, as he's missed several kills. Rezo, he's gonna go for that super carry. I think that's probably the idea that he's going for, because Rezo a lot of this times on this team, right? He's the one that gets the greedy approach and just wants to be that hyper carry, especially if your war starts to get slowed down. It's gonna be a very early Blink Blade Mail. I mean, Taiga, 3-0-2 on this. I mean, we'll call it a support axe, but he's kind of the 3 in this game.
So, I mean, what would you say are going to be Resolution's items this game after the battlefield? Does he still get the Echo Saber?
Probably. He needs a relatively early BKB
he does,
versus the
doesn't
Pugna.
he? Yeah. Yeah,
that's the one.
especially
the
against
Pugna and Egg.
And against the Fire Spirits, it's so annoying. You just can't hit anything. But, he's going to cure out the Manta Star. I mean, another way of sort of dealing with the attack speed slow.
And just trying to deal with like the decrep and all that too. He does get hit by it. He wants to be a bit more greedy. That's all that tells me.
Yeah, it works out. You know, speeds up the farm.
Yeah,
it's nice to use that attack speed. You do require as the Monkey King.
I mean, they're just gonna play the farm game on forward. It looks like try to catch back up out of this. But Alliance, I don't think they really mind with that. Like their morphing already has Manta finished. He is extremely farmed, but they're trying to set up on him. You actually get the catch here. It's pretty difficult. Only one level of that.
Kill.
Only one level of that vortex.
Okay, yeah, with his own Manta Star. Even harder for them to catch. Resolution tries for a jump onto Boxy, but also another hero that's not the easiest for forward to get their hands on.
Yeah, they don't have great initiation on forward at all.
Yeah, not until the Storm's really online.
Or until like Lina gets a Mule Scepter, but I mean, Aetherlens he can do it from like a distance, but they don't have setup. Definitely can be a bit difficult here. I mean, Universe getting close to Aetherlens too, but it's not like your Blink Axe Call, your Blink Centaur Stun or anything along those lines.
No.
It's a much different approach that they're going to have to take for this game. As we go, Bounty Runes coming up. See, Taiga and Koikfa, they want to probably try to go for this bottom one here. The scan is coming out.
Oh, forward game and know that they're up there.
Yeah, they even have Rezo in the area. Alliance being a bit patient is. Yeah, I mean, Boxy, it's a full defusal now finished. So, hey, he is a threat. He absolutely is a threat. If you can even get on top of like the Storm Spirit early on, it's 1400 mana, but those hits do definitely build up.
Still, it really is just such a net worth lead for Alliance at this 20-minute mark, and a very sort of slow-paced game as well. Only 5 to 10.
And it's slowing down even more.
Yeah.
Look at the way that forward's been playing. They're just like kind of farming. Even MSS is farming the mid lane. Ogre was farming top. They're all split up. But now they are setting up here down bottom. Maybe gonna try to bait someone. Taiga does have the Blade Mail though. So a lot more damage gonna be coming out of this axe.
Resolution again just playing as to not be caught out by a blink call.
Taiga gets a D ward there too quickly. Rezo be able to find the jump. Now they know this Monkey King's down there too. Forward. Kind of all just sticking together. They're not being nearly as efficient as Alliance at this moment. Alliance now also pressuring the top tower too.
Yeah,
and contesting team fights for forward it's really difficult now. They don't have that core initiator, and Alliance has great team fight. They have the Pugna, they have the Phoenix, and they got the axe with the Blink Blade Mail. So they have great ways to set up.
They really just feel like forward gaming are just sitting back, and as you say, they've made the decision to farm and play for the later stage of the game. But Alliance, they've got all the tools to make sure that this game does not go on to that point.
And they don't even mind too much going to late game. I mean, sure, if Storm Spirit gets huge, it can be a bit of a problem, but they have a Morphling on their team. They have a Weaver who's farming too. They kind of have a quad core with how well that Taiga was doing in this early game.
A lot of things looking up for Alliance
MSS.
at the moment in this game. MSS
accepts his death. You're bound to get picked off when you're running around like this as forward, when you're all just, everyone's farming your own lane.
And look at this down bottom. Taiga is already in position to try and find a cat. Oh, that was the courier! Well, kind of gives it up. Will still make the jump onto Ioannis, does not have enough damage.
Very nice.
Ioannis is able to get out straight away with the zip and the TP. SVG will be found. Is there any way to cancel his TP? There is not.
Now mid, if Alliance could be in trouble if they're not careful.
No! Okay, he actually just gets himself onto SVG, blows him up straight away. And you say Alliance in trouble, looks like Forward, they're going to be the one in trouble.
Yeah.
They get the wraparound, Alliance. They're onto Universe 2. He's disarmed, decrepified, and destroyed.
That was a very quick reactive move by Alliance. They make that play bottom, immediately TP mid when they're like, oh, we're separated. Forward might make a move on us. And yeah, I mean, Alliance playing this one very quickly and forward. They're playing farm. They're just trying to farm.
The Battle Fury Monkey King, it's going to take time. It's going to take time resolution.
They're also going for like the Storm build we've seen popularized mostly here, which hasn't really been working so well in this tournament. It's been losing quite a lot. Is this Kaya into Bloodstone? You are?
Looksy. Or Rezo.
Wants to make sure that he can survive here, but tower defended. They're pressuring mid.
Tiger. Got eyes on them.
Two.
Oh! He does get a two-man call, and MSS, he gets blasted by Quake, but Insania zips in as well as Mickey. Alliance just, they're starting to handle Forward Gaming massively. This is 15-5.
It's Roche time.
I feel like the Alliance we saw last series, they sort of managed to sort of mentally just stop, who were they playing?
Paynex.
Paynex, yeah. That's the name of the team. Stop Paynex from playing Dota, and they've somehow done it again this game. They're stopping Forward Gaming from playing Dota. Forward Gaming are they're not doing anything. They're just farming.
They really are just farming.
They're just farming. They're just letting Alliance run all over them. I mean, we'll see if it pays off for Paynex, but at the moment, Alliance is certainly going to be feeling the advantage.
Paynex? You mean forward?
Forward. Just testing you.
Yeah, I mean, they're like Alliance, they recognize this too. I saw Boxy, he was queuing up a BKB. He was ready to go for these team fight items as a Weaver, and then he's like, they're not doing anything. Yeah, I'm just going to go Lincolns.
I mean, why not? I really like the way that Alliance is approaching this game, and as I said, the way that Forward Gaming are, I think it leaves some questions to be answered, which maybe, as the game goes on, we'll see how Rezo is able to sort of make an impact in the later stages. But as it is...
This is one that they might be able to get
he's
here.
He's going to dive in an egg. He's fine. If he pops the egg, he's absolutely fine.
Ioannis can't kill that.
You cannot kill that, sir. You want to stop that.
He has a Kaya.
Oh, Tiger nearly got him.
Oh, he had an Arcane Rune, thank God. I think the Arcane Rune like saved him because he had enough mana to be able to zip. Now team's backup is coming.
Mines.
I can't. Insania living there too is crazy. Just his double bracer build, right? Just because he's going for this Atos for the Storm. He has an Atos for Storm, actually. That's really fast. That's pretty quick.
Oh my goodness. As now with the jump in, they're starting the fight. They're going in by the Shrine. SVG just dropped the Tombstone. They do get a perfect two-man Light Strike array. Tiger's still alive. He gets the Blade Mail out. Tried to get towards the Shrine, but he's already dead. They've lost two. Forward Gaming able to strike back, and now they're looking for the TPs away, but oh no, his TP's been cancelled. He's been sent up into the air. Okay, searching for him. Oh, he's going for the tree play, and it's fooled him. And so enables the escape. Hides in the trees.
Ioannis is out of mana though. Boxy is very aware of that, so is Mickey. They're committing forward here. Ioannis.
They know exactly where he is.
Looking pretty dead here.
He cannot get out. Another kill for Alliance. So, I mean, Forward Gaming, we finally sort of see them band together and look for a fight. It's in a little bit of a deep place around the Shrine. They do get 2 kills, but as we see, they're losing 2 heroes for it. There's a Dagon now on my Quake.
And look at this, that Diffusal build, right? Wants to play aggressive, try to send up for MSS. Rezo's here, though. He doesn't get the Boundless in time to protect him.
And Rezo, just got to be careful.
And that was the perfect scenario at the bottom for how Forward wanted to take the fight, right? They got Tombstone down, they got Monkey King OP. Ioannis was a little bit low on mana, but Alliance, they just have this massive network advantage, and it's on a Shrine, so they TP in. And Rezo tries to, I think the big thing is that Rezo got out. That was like the biggest thing for me, is that thank God he didn't die for them.
He nearly did.
If he died for them there, that might just actually lead to a huge, and even more of a snowball.
I mean, at this point, he's got the money for a full-out Scardian. He's still got the Aegis to play with.
Yeah. I mean, they're all scaling so much. Like, even this Phoenix, like we said, he has the Atos, has a GPM talent, so he's skyrocketing forward. Taiga's already had an incredible start. The commit forward here, though.
All right. Here we go. You are with the control onto Tiger. He'll pop the call, try and get out of the Wukong's command. Will not be able to.
Okay. They need to get these kills whenever Alliance is splitting up on the map. They have to bring like more numbers pretty much every single time if they do want to commit. And getting Ioannis involved, he didn't have the Bloodstone just yet though. It's still about 800 gold away. Oh, it's so far behind. 27 minutes. Deep wards by Alliance too, so they can keep looking to make these aggressive plays. And Mika is going to be super difficult for them to kill. He's absolutely enormous. And he's got the morph target allies this game too. So he can actually go for his own like Berserker Call plays, or he can just turn into Pugna and then double Netherward versus Storm Spirit and Lina. Sounds pretty devastating.
Let's see, I mean, they're trying to fight again. Ioannis zips in, uses a lot of his mana. He uses all of it there as he gets himself back out. As now, there's the jump in from Tiger. Has the control onto Universe. Drags back the Ogre, held in place by the Rod of Atos. Mika gets the kill. They also find themselves MSS. Attempts for the TP out. The damage is too much from boxing.
They've still got 50 seconds on this Aegis too.
This game just looks so hard for forward gaming to play from this standpoint now.
Let's see if he does turn into Pugna. He can even blast tower, and he does. Netherward is going to go down. Double blasts on the tower. Is dirty.
Quick fortification of the creeps.
Some more blasts.
Safe from Zip.
The double blasts.
Like it. Alliance, they have certainly prepared for this major, coming in with these different strats, different ways to play the game. These smart little ways of approaching things, allowing them.
How do you take a fight like, as forward? Unless you get like this guy as the Aegis is timing down.
I don't think you do. This game is looking so hard for forward now at this point.
MSS1 walks up, pokes it once, but like we said, to support Lina. Killing the egg is a much more difficult option when it's that case, and they claim the Rex.
I mean,
scot-free.
Just so much weight on resolution. He is like the only core, like the only hero in the game really that can be scary.
He does have the BKB.
He's got to carry so hard.
Like we said, he went for this greedy build, so at least now he has the BKB.
Like he's got items. I mean, he's farmed. You know, that's the thing with this Battle Fury build. He absolutely is farmed. Wasn't able to do as much early on, which you could maybe argue has allowed Alliance to sort of get away with as much early game, mid-game pressure as they have done. But for sure, now at this point, they are a set of Rex down in the middle lane, but Rezo does have farm. But no one else really does on the side of forward gaming. So everything on this Monkey King for the forward gaming lineup, they've got to try and enable resolution in these fights and make sure he can be this, you know, sort of worth his weight in gold. He's second highest on the net worth, but we're still sort of yet to feel it in these fights. Just as a team, Alliance are much more well-rounded at this stage of the game.
And how do they fight into an egg and double Netherward? Like when that goes down, sure, if they get like the perfect Monkey King ulti, that would be great. But the rest of the heroes, they'll kill themselves on this Netherward and that egg. Taiga goes for a guess.
A little off the ball, but he just go for the protection. Ioannis to zip in.
They get the Phoenix
They
before
do.
it.
Sania's going to go down straight away. Mika will take down the Tombstone.
All right, that's something to get them back in, get that Phoenix off the table right away. But mid lane now starting to push forward in momentum because of that mid Rax. We still have quite a while before that Roche will respawn too. Foxy's already level 22 on the Weaver at XP talent. He's a force to be reckoned with too. If he gets BKB, he doesn't have anything. He can just scatter in and out of the fights constantly. Get on top of those squishy supports. And they're very squishy. I mean, Lina, one of these squishier ones, only 1,000 HP. Actually also takes the Light Striker rate damage on MSS. So even squishier. SVG has no items because he's the Heart 5 Undying. So like we said, it's like a... I mean, it's 3 big cores on a line, but then they have 2 supports that are incredibly farmed. Like this Phoenix, 7,000 network because GPM. Axe also, like we said. Taiga having that excellent game so far. And Alliance, Foxy, looking for SVG.
He's found him. SVG's gone out of the fight. Down for 35. Alliance see if they could get forward on 20 more, but MSS and Universe will be back up to the high ground.
At least they, you know, for forward, they don't. There's nothing for Alliance to gain right here.
What's the plan from Rezo? What's he looking for?
You are? He is TPing down. Let's be very careful. He has the Bloodstone now.
They want to try and make a play up top. See if they can get Insania.
Does he get the tree? Oh, he doesn't cut the right tree.
Close though. They do get the stun and the disable. They'll take Insania.
Alliance immediately trying to set up for the reaction here, but Rezo will get the jump away. Yawar has to be careful. He's going to walk into the scan. Maybe he does.
He's around. They actually find him. He's just outside of the edge of it, so they'll give up on the search. They believe that he's got out. He can't actually. He's got no TP. So
They're set up to cut the wave, it looks like here. Rezo all the way in the base.
Get the wave.
He didn't get the whole wave. There is a range
No, he
creep
missed
still
the
going
range.
through, but yeah, he gets the
Dire's
majority.
middle tower.
Ioannis, they're just chilling up at the trees.
Yeah. I mean, this storm is just so far behind that I see him queuing up the Orchid, which, yeah, he needs damage, but there's going to be a Hex coming out soon on a Pugna. I mean, the KotLGuy, he went for a Dagon early on, but he's still farming incredibly well, and this control, it's going to be very difficult for a Storm to play against this. They're looking for Insania again.
I don't know if they're not going to get him this time.
He has buddies around.
I mean, Ioannis now out of man.
He's
got a
rooted.
lot of Atos. Mickey's going to come across, look for the burst. Ioannis got a tiny little bit left to get away, but Mickey will just continue to chase him. And, I mean, Ioannis, he's surely dead. He'll turn and get the Vortex up, but he's slow low. He's willful. Resolution with the BKB. He is able to find the kill onto Tiger, but the Supernova stun comes out onto both Rezo and SVG as they've now got to back off. The BKB about to wear off, and Resolution just melts to the Sunray. SVG dies as well. It's a triple kill for Mickey. They'll buy back on Resolution, but this game just continues to look a bit of a mess from Forward Gaming.
It's just so hard for them to take any of these fights. I mean, they get on top of Taiga that time, and he's the one who actually jumps in. But the egg on the high ground there stuns them through the BKB. The BKB's gone, and then, I mean, this Morphling has free reign. He has an Iascati, so Rezo, sure, he has BKB. He gets slowed through it anyway, and Yawar just continues to have absolutely no game. He does have 4 kills because he's been hunting the Phoenix a couple of times, but it's just constantly that he gets out of mana, he gets rooted, he gets controlled. Alliance.
Absolutely crushing at this game. Yeah. As, we did say last series here, certain glimmers of a lot of hope from this lineup, and we're certainly seeing it this game one of the last series of the day on the stream yet again. Alliance coming into this game one incredibly hot, playing their draft perfectly. That quake for last pick Pugna certainly helping set the tempo for this game.
Yeah, just the way that for me, it's a lot how they set up the lanes too, right? Like just having that Morphling go mid, having the Pugna bottom, forcing forward to put a Storm Spirit in the safe lane.
Yeah, it's an awkward way to have to start the game as a Storm. Never really want to do it, but sometimes, depending on the lanes, you have to try.
The crazy thing is too, it's 21,000 gold lead, 20,000 experience, but Dota Plus gives them a 42% on forward.
No, it does.
It gives them a 42% right now.
My goodness. Dota Plus.
It most certainly doesn't feel that way right now.
Not at all. This is a incredibly sizable lead that Alliance have at the 35-minute mark.
Yeah, and this Morphling feels unkillable. The Universe on the Ogre, he stopped scaling ages ago. Like, he's getting these tanky items and stuff, but time and time again, their initiation, it's just not there. Alliance just has so many different ways to start the fight, and so much extra gold. Right now, it looks like they're finishing up all these next items, Alliance, before they want to take a next fight, because they do have, what, 3,000 on Pugna, 4,000 on Morphling, 2,000 on a couple other heroes, too. Almost level 25 on the Weaver, as well as the Morphling now, too. But forward, they're looking to try to take a fight here. They find Insania.
They do. They've got the chain control. That's Insania gone. Brilliant. That, as we've seen time and time again, they're very good at killing off that Phoenix.
Foxy.
See. Start to poke a little bit at Universe. Tiger comes in with the control. He's got the link jump. Resolution's going to go for the ultimate on the high ground. They've lost from one of them. Universe will buy back. Get the control here, dragging back. Yeah, axe into the Wukong. So that's 2 dead on Alliance. Forward strike back. Boxy is already looking for a bit of a wraparound, see if we can find anyone alone.
Forward's been getting the good catches on Insania, at least with their vision.
They do. They get on top
important.
of Phoenix every time. It's a good way to sort of just dismember the team fight of Alliance. Taking away that potential supernova. Continues.
It is 60 seconds now, or when they respawn, it's about 40 seconds without Wukong. So if Alliance, if they do want to just try to take a fight, it could be a pretty good option. Like Wukong's command is proving to be is absolutely so important for forward, because Rezo's, the only one that's really farming forward. They're actually looking like they're trying to set up and position themselves for that Rosh. At least to contest it. Because their Roshan, they don't really kill it very quickly, even if they do have the Flesh Golem amp.
We'll see what they can find.
This ward again, though, is going to find another hero.
Boxy gets the BKB out straight away, immediately. So forward now had to back away. Universe being focused down. He pulled back, so he's dead for 75 without buyback. Boxy with the remainder of the BKB turning towards SVG, as SVG will try to go for the decay, but not enough strength can be stolen to keep that Undying alive. As Alliance get 2 kills Straight into the pit they go. Cannon forward do anything with just the three of them. And SS starting to throw spells into the pit. Oxy and Tiger more than happy to search outside and find anyone that dares come close. Resolution, he's trying to get in, but he gets called. The play bell as well. He's killing himself off. Rezo, can he survive? No, the Supernova Stone comes out. The Diaget Roshan Yawar did snatch the Aegis though. He got the Aegis, but everybody on his team is dead. The instant Hex is there from KotLGuy, who picked it up. And that's 5 dead on forward. Mickey, Godlike, and Alliance immediately looking for the push down mid. Resolution.
He got called. He didn't get the Wukongs. We saw how important it really is for him, and he just gets completely comboed down. They just have so much extra gold on Alliance.
Resolution's dead for 90 seconds. His buyback's still on cooldown. As Alliance, in this game 1, fantastic draft and a perfect execution as it really were. As
30k gold lead.
I mean, they just laned it perfectly.
Yep.
You know, sort of the toughest lane as we would consider was the one for Mickey in the mid lane, but he played it chill. He didn't feed too much at all. And now they're pressuring the Ancient. KotLGuy just getting kill after kill. He's on a killing spree once again. They got the Hex, they have the call, they got the control. GG is called as Rezo is straight out of the game. He's not going to be happy with that game 1.
No, I mean they went for the farm play because the lanes did not go the way that they wanted to. This Axe, he had the pull open. I think an important thing when you're playing versus like some of these greedier lanes is you have to block this pull. Because Axe just keeps pulling, and then it gets to a point where Weaver is like, all right, I can just chill in the lane. I'm not going to die. I'm not even going to Shikuchi through or anything to try to get stunned and set up by them. Axe is going to farm, get that Blink Dagger, and it got to a point where forward was like, we can't make moves on the map. We don't have anyone to really do so.
They did.
So they just farmed. And then Alliance, they were like, okay, we can farm and we can get pickoffs because of the way our lineup is.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, Alliance just continuing to impress today.